Hello everyone, I am SDS sir, Faculty of English at Resonance Adventures, and today I am in front of you with a new video tutorial on notice writing. Friends, what is notice writing? When do we write a notice? Notice is written when we want to inform the readers, when we want to intimate the readers regarding any event, function or occasion which is to be held. हाँ दोस्तों, जो ओकेजन, इवेंट या फंक्शन होने वाला है उसकी इन्फॉर्मेशन देने के लिए स्कूल नोटिस बोर्ड पर हम नोटिस लगाते हैं. देयर आर सम इम्पॉर्टेंट पॉइंट्स विच यू हैव टू रिमेंबर व्हाइल यू राइट अ नोटिस. सो व्हाट आर दोज इम्पॉर्टेंट पॉइंट्स? फर्स्ट, the name of the institution or the organization issuing the notice is always written at the top. Next, the date of issuing the notice is given at the top on the left hand side. So, just below the heading on the left hand side corner, you have to write the date. Then the title notice, preferably in block letters. It is not at all compulsory, but preferably write in the block letters. Next, give an appropriate heading, title and eye catching title. रीडर्स को आकर्षित करने के लिए, टू अट्रैक्ट द ऑडियंस, पुट अप एन attractive heading or the title. Clearly mention the target group for whom the notice is to be displayed. So, when we put up a notice, the answers to the WH questions are given: what, when, where, whom, why and so on. The purpose of the notice has to be specified very clearly. Mention all the relevant details. This is what I am talking about, the WH question: what, when, where, that is date, time, venue, what is the program for, and if the audience is targeted, for whom this program is to be held. Next, the writer's name and designation are given at the bottom on the left hand side. Adhere to the word limit, and as per the exams, the word limit is 50 words. And finally, the notice should always be in a simple and a formal language. And enclose the notice in a box. Yes, notice को आप box के अंदर enclose करेंगे. So, let us take up a solved example to make the things clearly. Before that, the format of the date. How to write the date, उस चीज़ पे हमको ध्यान रखना है. Number dates, friends, is disallowed. Your marks can be deducted if you write the date in this particular form. Number dates, again I told you, not allowed. So, either oblique or dash is incorrect. Abbreviated months, not allowed. SEPT is not September in any of the dictionaries. Yes. So, do not use any abbreviations for the months. We have to write the complete date. 21 September is correct, and if you are habitual of writing ST, ND, RD as per the date, yes, you are allowed, and that too is correct over here. But just see to it that do not make it 21 to the power of ST. Write this ST, ND or RD in the same line. And if you want to write the date this way, September 21, yes, that too is also allowed. So, I hope how to write the date, that is clear in the mind of all my students. When you write a notice, yes, in some of the notices the time also may have to be specified. So, how do you write a time? O'clock format is disallowed. Do not write the time in the o'clock format, जैसे अभी यहाँ पे लिखा है. 24 hours format also is incorrect. Do not write 1600 hours or 1800 hours and so on. इसके भी मार्क्स आपके एग्जाम में कट हो सकते हैं. Always write the time in AM or PM format. So, you can write the, if it is PM, write it P dot M dot or A dot M dot if it is the program is in the morning. Confusion is there that it should be capital P dot M dot or small P dot M dot. Yes, कौन सा सही है? Don't get confused friends, both are equally correct. दोनों सही तरीके हैं टाइम लिखने का. So, this is the way in which you have to write the date, and this is the way in which you have to write the So, please do not make mistakes in these things. So, now let us proceed and how your notice should look like. Yes, this is the structure of the notice. The notice is enclosed in the box, the name of the issuing authority, most of the time it will be the name of the school or the college. The word notice is written over here. If possible, write the date over here. Date आप यहाँ पर ही लिख सकते हो, no problem at all. So, preferable write the date in the same line where the word notice is specified. After that, below that, without leaving a line, write the heading, title or the subject over here. After this, you can leave a line and then lay out the notice in a legible way, in a clear, attractive way, mentioning the date, time, venue. Finally, the authorized signatory, that is the name of the person who is putting up the notice. Please do not sign the notice, and just below it will be the designation of the person. So, you just have to write the name and the designation. I hope the things are crystal clear in the mind of my friends. Here is a solved example in front of you. Yes, this is a notice regarding extra classes for weak students. So, how? The name of the issuing authority on the top, preferably block letters, but not compulsory. Below it, put up the word notice on the same line in the left hand side. Yes, write the complete date, the way, the format in which I have just told you. उसके नीचे put up the heading or the title. Do not leave lines over here. See, leaving a line or not leaving a line is no rule as such, but do not leave a line over here. After you have written this heading, now you leave a line, this make the body of the notice totally distinct, and straightway what, when, where answer should be there. So, extra classes for students of class 12th who have secured less than 60% marks in the half yearly examination will be organized as per the following details. So, this is the way you can put up the notice. There are ways in which the notice is written. One is the way the things are made distinct, date, time, venue separate. The other way is which many of the students have been following, writing the things in a complete paragraph. Both are equally correct. So, do not get confused, but the better way is putting up the notice in the way in which I am showing you, because in that the clarity will be there. The examiner may not have to search the details ki date kahan hai, where is the venue, yes, what is the time, is the time written correct or incorrect, and so on. In this, the things are very crystal clear and you can easily score full marks, and you can put up the notice within the specified limit of 50 words. After you put up the thing, try to add one additional relevant information related to that particular event. So, I will just put up duration of each class will be 45 minutes, and if you feel like in most of the notices you can write for further details, contact the undersigned. So, do not leave lines over here in between anywhere. After you put up this thing, yes, between the name and this last line you can leave a space. So, leave a line over here, write the name, and below it will be the designation of the person who is putting up the notice. So, the head boy of St. Joseph School have put up the notice for the students regarding extra class. So, this is a solved example in front of you. Do not make mistakes over here, name on the top, and below that will be the designation, and please stay away from doing any signatures in the notice. If this is clear, let us proceed with some more examples. Yours, Senorita, Secretary, School Creative Society of Somani Public School, Jhansi. Write a notice for the 9th All India Poster Making Competition to be held in the school on the Children's Day. Invent essential details. So, it is not necessary that all the information will be given in the question paper. You will have to invent the details. And friends, please keep a check on the date. It is not necessary that the present date should always be the date of writing the notice. The event is when? The event is on Children's Day, that is 14th of November. So, the date of putting up the notice will be somewhere in November. So, please keep a check on the date. Your marks can be deducted if you put up the incorrect dates. So, this is the question. Now, the solution of this: whenever you put up a notice, the notice should always be in the dual perspective. जब आप नोटिस लगाओगे दो एंगल से हमको सोचना है. फर्स्ट पर्सपेक्टिव फॉर व्हाट द स्टूडेंट्स माइट हैव द क्वेरीज, कि स्टूडेंट्स जो पढ़ रहे हैं उनके माइंड में क्या क्वेश्चंस आ सकते हैं. द आंसर टू दोज क्वेश्चंस शुड आल्सो बी देयर एंड द नोटिस शुड आल्सो बी रिटन इन द पर्सपेक्टिव ऑफ द पर्सन हु इज पुटिंग अप द नोटिस. सो दोनों एंगल से हमको सोच के वी हैव टू पुट अप द पॉइंट्स वेयर नोटिस इज कंसर्न्ड. Because now if you just read this question, from the student's point of view, what questions can come in their mind? Sir, where will it be conducted? Sir, what about the drawing material? Sir, what will be the topic? So, these are some general questions which will be there in the mind of the students. So, we have to put up the notice accordingly, so that the person who is putting up the notice gets minimum of queries. And the solution for this: सोमानी पब्लिक स्कूल झांसी, नोटिस, द डेट नवंबर की चिल्ड्रंस डे का फंक्शन है. सो 4-5 डेट डिफरेंस इज मोर देन इनफ फॉर सच नोटिस. अपॉर्चुनिटी फॉर बडिंग आर्टिस्ट, पुट अप एन अट्रैक्टिव आई कैचिंग टाइटल और द हेडिंग. After this, I just left a line. Now, for whom it is: the students are invited to the 9th All India Poster Making Competition to be held as per the following details. Make the date, time, venue distinct, and this date, time, venue will be in most of the notices. इस तरीके से उसको separate लिख लेना. Date 14th November, venue respective classrooms, think of the venue, time in AM and PM format, school hours में है तो make it the school hours 8:30 AM to 10:30 AM, and topic. I have just bifurcated junior category and senior category. Two different topics I have put up over here. It's not necessary that at the spur of the moment you may be able to think what should be the topic. If you are confused as to क्या topic लिखूँ, for junior category this looks easy or that looks difficult and so on, don't please boggle your mind. If you are confused, just write topic on the spot, extempore हो जाएगा. Yes? So, don't confuse yourself, make the things simpler for topic. Yes. Now, additional information: drawing material will be provided by the school. So, list of queries, list of questions will reach Senorita and she won't be troubled by the students कि कौन सा पेन लाना है, स्केच पेन लाना है, वाटर कलर लाना है या एशियन पेंट से हमको करना है. सो नो क्वेरीज विल बी एज सच ओवर हियर. एंड सेनोरिटा, and इसका designation was given in the exam, in the question paper. So, she is the secretary of School Creative Society. So, if the designation, write it in this way. Don't again repeat the name of the school, because she is the secretary School Creative Society. So, don't write Secretary Creative Society of Somani Public School, Jhansi. So, this is one solved example, short and sweet, within the word limit which is specified for the board exams, that is 50 words. And see how crystal clear this notice looks like. All the details are distinct and clear: date, venue, time, topic, everything is so clear. So, preferably try to adopt this way of writing a notice if you are habitual of putting up the notice in the paragraph form. Again, I will repeat, friends, that writing the notice in a paragraph form is also equally correct, but this is a better way of writing. Let us move on with one more notice. You are Jenny, the school prefect of St. Xavier School, Jaipur. Your school has organized a 10-day educational tour during the summer holidays. Draft a notice for the school notice board giving necessary details, asking those keen to join to submit their names. So, as I told you earlier, the notice should always be thought in dual perspective, in the perspective of the person putting up the notice and in the perspective of the students. So, when you put up such notice, particular this topic, the question which will arise in the mind of the students: when are we going, where are we going, what is the amount we have to pay, the tour cost जो हमको खर्चा करना है, those common questions will be there in the mind of the students. We do not have to mention each and every details, we do not have to put up the itinerary of the tour, but just a general information to filter the crowd. And then you also have to think in the perspective of the school management who will be organizing this tour for the students. So, this question is clear. Here is the solution in front of you. St. Xavier School, Jaipur. Notice: have a cool summer, just chill. Put up some eye-catching, attractive heading or the title. Put up the date. It was the tour for the summer vacation. So, do not try to put up July, August, September and so on. Yes, put up a reasonable logical date over here. In this notice, 3 dates will be very important. First date, I am putting up the notice on 10th of April. इस पे ध्यान रखना. Now, the matter, the school recreation club is organizing an educational tour for students of class 8 to 12th. The target audience, they are not taking everyone, they are just taking students of class 8 to 12th during the summer holidays as follows. Date, please be very specific when you put up the days. Do not just write we are taking for 10 days, just put up very clearly that 21st to 30th May. Specify the place, Shimla, Manali, Ladakh. Cost, yes, reasonable cost 8,000 per student. Now, so these were the things in the perspective of the students. Now, something additional as per the perspective of the management who will be organizing this tour. Interested students can contact the undersigned and deposit the tour cost. एक mandatory होता है with parents permission letter, parents का consent is important. So, with the parents permission letter by 20th of April. So, now see the 3 dates: 10th April, 21st May and 20th April. See the margin over here. We have given 10 days difference. So, 10 days we have just given for the students to decide and submit the tour cost. The tour 20th May, 21st May, nearly a month, 1.5 month का margin रखो, कोई नहीं, and this margin we have kept for the schools to make the preparations. So, do not keep a margin of only 2 or 3 days over here between the tour, and the school also needs time to make the arrangements, to make the preparations, to book the tickets and so on. So, the school को यहाँ पे we have just kept around 1 month's margin, and for the students to decide, consult their parents, friends and then pay the fees. And why the school is asking for the tour cost? Because the school also wants the names which are finalized with the cost. Only the name will not suffice. स्कूल को सिर्फ नाम से नहीं, दाम से भी मतलब होता है. After this, for more details, you can contact the undersigned. So, if you write the notice in this way, the crowd will be filtered. The things are clear. कब जाना है, कहाँ जाना है, कितने पैसे देने हैं, कब तक पैसे देने हैं. Now, the other details अगर किसके पास होती है, कैसे जाएंगे and so on. For that, the students can contact the undersigned. So, these 3 lines, leave a line. So, how the things are clear, distinct, attractive, इस तरीके से, and you can always expect extra marks if the notice is visually attractive. After this, leave a line, contact the person Jenny. Jenny कौन थी? It was given in the question paper. In the question, she is the school prefect. So, this is the way how you can write this notice in an attractive way. So, है ना, notice is very easy and you can always score 100% marks where notice writing is concerned. Let us take up one more example. You are Deepika or Ranveer, interesting names, as President of the Students' Council of St. Peter's Senior Secondary School, Pune. You have invited a visiting Brazilian troupe to give a performance in your school. The reason on the occasion of its Golden Jubilee celebration in January. Write a notice in about 50 words informing the students about this event. Yes, very simple question. Let us go how the solution should look like. The name of the issuing authority, notice 15 January the notice is being put up, visit Brazilian troupe visit. Troupe is a group. On the occasion of the Golden Jubilee celebration of a school, a visiting Brazilian samba troupe will give its performance. Date, time, venue. Yes, it is for students of class 8 to 12. Additional information, entry by invitation cards only. Contact the undersigned for invitation cards. 2 names were given, you have to put up any one name. And I put up the name I like, that is, and below it will be the designation of the person who is putting up this notice. So, इस तरह से हमको notice लिखनी है और if you write the notice in this way, I am sure you will always get 100% marks. One more notice regarding lost and found. Lavanya Sharma, a student of class 12, has lost her wristwatch somewhere in the school premises. Write a notice for the school notice board requesting the finder to return it to her. Lavanya is a student of St. Paul's School, Bhopal. So, one more notice regarding lost and found. A very simple one over here. St. Paul's School, notice the date on which the person is putting up the notice, displaying the notice. Yes, आप लिख सकते हो lost, lost, lost. Leave a line, give the brief description of the thing. So, lost brown strap golden round dial Titan wristwatch. कहाँ पे? In the school premises. When? During the lunch break. Yesterday. So, what, when, where has to be specified. The finder is requested to return the same to the undersigned in class 12th A. And when you want to get the lost thing, yes, this becomes important. A treat is promised in the canteen, and the person who is putting up is Lavanya Sharma. You could have also written over here 12th A. There is no harm in it. So, friends, this is the way in which the notice has to be put up. So, again, just remember, notice will always be in a box. The word limit is 50 words. One last notice, your Semi or Simran, the head boy or head girl of St. Joseph School, Dehradun. The school is conducting a debate competition. To select the school team for the inter-school competition, draft a notice to inform the students. So, this is the question. Now, in this, the way of solving the notice, I have changed that format. I use that paragraph form. All relevant details have been put up, all the things have been invented, but I have just put up thing in the running paragraph. In the other ones, I just made the things distinct. So, now the choice is yours, that which looks attractive and which is better. Matter दोनों ही सही है. This way is also correct. The earlier way of putting the notice also is equally correct, but preferably if possible adopt the earlier one. यहाँ पे सेंट जोसेफ स्कूल देहरादून notice inter school debate competition and inter class debate competition will be held in the school to select the school team on 24th December at 5 p.m. in the school auditorium for students of class 7th onwards. Topic will be announced on the spot. So, there will be no queries entertained what is the topic, they will announce on the spot. 4 members per class are to be selected. Those interested can give their name to the undersigned before 15th of December. So, the management also has kept some time around 9-10 days to make the preparations, and they have also given time for the preparations for the students. and the person putting up the notice is Simran, and क्या designation है? She is the head girl. So, these are the ways in which the notice can be put up. It will be a compulsory question. Yes. So, go through this formats, practice, and thank you everyone. So, this is all for today from my side. See you again very soon with the new video lecture. Till then, enjoy learning.